Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to review how to use the photo button in the Snappy WYSIWYG editor to implement the ability to take photos within your mobile app. To implement the photo button, simply open up your app in the Snappy WYSIWYG editor. You can see here I have the app open that I've currently been working on. The photo button can be found down here in the Elements section of the editor, and these buttons are all in alphabetical order. And here's our photo button. You simply drag it over wherever you would like it. When you open up the photo button, you will notice a number of things. You could call this, of course, whatever you want. We have it listed as share photo. Some people put submit photo or take a photo, so people understand it's the opportunity to utilize a new photo for this purpose. If you're going to have this photo emailed to a specific address, you can set up the email address here, pre-configured, or if you're not going to be using email, perhaps you're going to pick from another opportunity to share, which we'll go over down here, then you would just leave this blank. The subject line, again, you can customize to be whatever you'd like depending on the type of photo being submitted. This could be a photo for a recreational end user app where perhaps it's a theme park and you're having them take pictures to submit of them having a great time at the park. It could be utilized for professional purposes. Perhaps you have field reps who are out inspecting pieces of equipment and you'd like to have them submit photos along with their equipment report. You can use it for that purpose. Right here, the icon, by default we have the photo button icon that you saw, but if you wanted to change that to a different icon, you simply hit specify my icon. There is a library here of available icons. There's our photo button, but you could use any of the icons here. You can upload one from the computer, or you could search on the web. For example, cameras. It would pull up various icons and you could choose a photo to select and replace here. You can change the height and width of your button. This is really, again, just for cosmetic purposes, depending on the size of the space you need to utilize to attract attention. If you wanted to have this show as only text, so right now you can see down here, these various icons actually have some type of image associated with them. If you wanted your photo button to simply say share photo and have no picture associated with it, just change the size here to accommodate the full word share photo, and we'll hit view only text. When we hit OK, you can see I've created a button now that says share photo, and obviously I would need to put this in a different location or rearrange so that it fit appropriately with the other buttons. I'm going to go back into the button and I'm just going to set it actually back to the default. You have the availability to change if you want to have a rounded corner, which is sort of the typical app button, or you can change it to be just a square. You can determine whether or not you'd like to have the glossiness associated. Again, just a personal preference. And then your share options. This is where you will determine how your user can share the photo that they've just taken. You can implement more than one photo button in your app. So if you want to be able to have photos, for example, for a company where the inspectors are going to be taking a photo and submitting that along with their inspection report in an email format, that might be one photo button. That might also have another purpose for needing to take photos, and you might want them to be submitted by SMS or perhaps saved on a camera roll, which they would then be able to submit at a later time. So down here are the various options that you have that allows you to predefine where your users will be able to send the photo. Post to Facebook, Twitter, Weibo. You can SMS text, copy to a board, and so forth. So once you've selected however you want your users to share, and you would only use this, again, if you weren't by default using your email address. If you are using email, you don't then need to select email down here. It's actually not an option that's listed. So after the fields are filled out, you simply hit OK, and your photo button is ready within your app. To test the photo button, simply save your app right here. Once the app is saved, you can open up the Snappy Preview app on your tablet or smartphone device and actually test the photo button to ensure that it does in fact take a photo utilizing the device's camera and then sends it off however you have defined to share it by email, SMS, posting to Facebook, and so forth. And that is all there is to utilizing a photo button in the Snappy WYSIWYG editor.